Hello, hello, it's Liz here with Stampin' on the Rock. Today I'm going to share a card with you using the bundle called Around the Bend. This is the stamp set, and then there are dies that go with that. And very nicely now, the dies in the stamp set both have the same name, Around the Bend. Okay, so that's what I'll be using here. I'm not going to show you the finished card because, well, I don't have a finished one. But I have it in my head. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So let's go. Let's do it. All right, so my base will be a piece of white, Whisper White cardstock. And then I have a piece of Balmy Blue that is 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And I have a piece of cardstock that is soft sea foam, and it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. So those are my 3 pieces of cardstock. I used the, let's see, what is it called? It's the, right here. I'm using, this is from the mini catalog. I'm using the textured shimmer paper. It's beautiful. I am including some of these pieces in my thank you cards this month for anyone placing an order. So maybe you're getting some of those in the mail right now. So hopefully this will give you an idea. So this beautiful textured shimmer paper. I went ahead with the dies, Around the Bend dies, and I cut out some of these flowers and leaves. Can you see that texture a little bit in there in the camera, I think? All right. So I'm going to set that aside. And the colors in that pack are Shaded Spruce, Balmy Blue, and White. I think that, and my ink colors that I'll be using Versamark and Shaded Spruce. And I will be using Flat Adhesive Backed Pearls. These are beautiful too. Okay, so let's see. I have a lot of this in my head, so let's see what we can work out here, okay? Let's see. I have my piece of cardstock. I'll fold that in half. I've already cut it. I've already scored it. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that in half. And I want to take this piece, this Balmy Blue piece is going to just go on here. So let's go ahead and just put that on. And we'll see if what is in my head comes out on my card. I don't always know end products, but I kind of just have a general idea of what I want to do here. So it may or may not come out exactly like that, but okay. So that's our Balmy Blue piece, and that's it. All right, now this soft sea foam piece, I'm going to take my mini cut and emboss machine. I showed you in a previous post on Facebook, if you saw that. Sometimes when you're going to put this through and it will kind of like stops on you, make sure that your pieces, when you're just doing dies, you're going to use 2 of these number 2 pieces. And if you don't have this, there's numbers right on them. So you have 2 of these number 2s, and then you have a 1. So you want to put a 1 plate, a number 2 plate, and then a second number 2 plate. And you want them, this one in the middle, to be down a little further, so that you have like this E going on here. Okay, so I'm going to lay this piece down here. Let's see, I want to use this one. All right, so what I'm doing with this one, this is a piece I'm using with leaves on it, and I want it to cut out this corner here. So I'm going to lay this down like that. And we're going to put this through the die. All right, there we go. Crank right through there. And we'll pop that out. All right, I'm going to set this over here. And I'm done with that, so we'll get rid of that. And this is what I cut out. Isn't this like magical? All right. There we go. Okay, so look at that. Very pretty, right? All right, let me get rid of the scraps here. I want something to be textured on the back of here, and this is where the Versamark comes in. The Versamark may be new to you, or maybe you just haven't used it in a while. This stamp is from the stamp set Around the Bend, and it's just a little leaf, like more of like a fern, I guess. So the Versamark is a clear ink pad. I know it looks kind of, it's been well used, but I promise the ink is clear. So I'm going to just ink in there. And I'm going to go along this edge here. And basically all it's going to do, you may not see a whole lot there, I'll show you in a second, but what it does is it will stamp an image that is just a shade darker than the cardstock you have. So you can use it on any cardstock other than black, and it will stamp one shade darker. Let me see if I can pull this up to the camera so you can see it a little bit better. It just gives a little more texture. Now, can you see those ferns in there? I promise they're there. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. And then what I want to do is I'm going to stamp the words. And I'm using the shaded spruce. The words I'm using are "You are a blessing." So look at the stamp set, the way the words are in here. There's "You are a blessing" that kind of goes rounded. There's "Hello" there. Just wanted to say thanks, and I'm just so happy for you. The nice thing with the photopolymer stamps is you can bend them a little bit to how you want them. There's a little more give in them. But this one says "You are a blessing." So remember, we're not smushing. I'm just tap, tap, tap. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right there, straight down. If I hold the four corners straight down, sometimes if it's a bigger stamp, I'll press it right in the center and pull straight back up. There you go. You are a blessing. Put that aside. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put this onto my card, and then we'll add some embellishments to it. So I'm going to take this, I'm just going to put this right here. Okay, so it looks super just simple, kind of plain at the moment. It could be done just like that, but we're going to step it up a little bit. Some of these pieces are little like tiny pieces like this. So you could run it through with adhesive sheets, or you could also use multi-purpose glue. So I'm going to actually use this here. Let's put a flower. I think I have two blue. Yeah, we're going to put this flower down. All right, let's take this. We're going to set that there. Just kind of playing around with it. This one is so tiny. We just want to hardly even squeeze it. If you squeeze it too much, you're going to end up with so much glue. You're going to have a mess. See, just tiny little bits. Do you see how tiny little bit of glue I'm putting on there? That's it. So I'm going to take that. Let's see. Maybe I'll just stick that right in there. Just gently press that down. I have some other leaves here. Let's take this one. Maybe I can put this one down here. And I'm going off of the soft seafoam, off of the balmy blue, onto the white, and then it helps bring everything together so it doesn't look like you have all these separate pieces. Okay, if that makes sense. My embellishments I'm adding are encompassing all three layers, the white, the balmy blue, and the soft seafoam. Okay, I'm going to add a white flower up here. I want to put another blue one. And again, I'm just kind of playing around here. All right, let's see. Let's do another. I have one more leaf here, so let's add that. We'll add that up top here. And again, I'm going to overlap past the blue onto the white. Okay, so those are all the flowers that I have cut. I pulled out the flat pearls. Let's see, what did I do with them? There they are. I pulled out the flat pearls. Now I want to add just a few pearls, maybe in the centers, I think. Yeah, we'll add a pearl in the center there. We can add another one in the center here. These pearls are really pretty. They're called flat adhesive backed pearls. And they're not quite as thick as the other pearls that we have, so they might be a little better for mailing purposes. Let's see, do we want to add a couple extras? Maybe I can take like a big one here. There's like they're all different sizes. You have 3 different sizes. So maybe we can even add one. I don't know if I like it there. Maybe right there. Okay. And there we go. I think that's the end of my card for now, but there you go. So this is the textured shimmer papers, what I use for these flowers. The stamp set and the dies are around the bend, and then I used Versamark and Shaded Spruce ink pad, and then topped it all off with the flat adhesive back pearls. So let me know what you think. Talk with you later. Have a good week. Whenever you're watching this, good weekend. Anyway, talk with you later. Thanks so much for being here. Hit that share button below if it's something you think someone else could benefit from. I'd appreciate that, and they might also. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.